With a few scenes about her as debut, Season 6 might be hinting at the possible return of Khloe as Queen Bee. I know that it doesn't really feel possible, but it's actually hard to ignore all of the hints that have been given to us. Let's not waste any time and talk about Khloe's possible return as a new superhero. 1. Bee reference. When we look at the new images, Khloe's outfit is absolutely buzzing with bee symbolism. Her honey yellow jacket is covered in a hexagonal pattern. Without any doubt, hexagons are one of the most iconic visuals when referencing bees, making this a Queen Bee callback. Even her handbag features a similar hexagonal design, doubling down on the bee theme. Some fans on social media said that they are actually over all of these bee references. They got it. Khloe was Queen Bee. But just like any other video, I would like to remind you that nothing in this series is a coincidence. But of course, that's also because of Khloe not being sincere and not able to get over the fact that she's no longer eligible to be a superhero. Since she eventually lost it due to her behavior, and she's the type of person who is not able to express her feelings easily, this might be the way she motivates herself or deceives herself. We saw the exact example in the episode Maledictator, when she acted as if she was being interviewed as Queen Bee.
Welcome to my secret lair. I may be a superhero, but I'm always happy to share my thrilling life with all my fans.
But the hints are not limited to that. Now, let's compare her to Zoe, the current Bee Miraculous holder. Zoe's outfit is more modern and casual, with a leather jacket and a shirt that loosely references a flower or hexagon with a pink and yellow design. It's cute, but not as visually loud about the bee motif. I mean, maybe due to the camouflage mode of the Bee Miraculous under her possession, it has a look similar to that. But still, compared to Khloe, it doesn't seem giving. Moreover, the official website site has some interesting definitions for Khloe when they introduce her. They highlight important sides of her character. For example, despite her flaws, Khloe's character is not without potential for growth. This sentence directly opens the door to the idea of redemption. Another one is, these instances suggest that beneath her bratty exterior lies a capacity for change, should she choose to embrace it. This is another important clue, which directs us to Khloe. If you still aren't convinced, I can show one more thing that is very important to observe. A short time ago, the family tree of the characters was released, and there we saw the family tree of Zoe and Khloe. Right in the center between Khloe and Zoe, we see pollen. If you ask me, I don't think that this is just a design choice. It's a symbolic placement. Furthermore, pollen turns toward Khloe, which feels like a sign. 2. Zoe's past. In the episode Daddy Cop, we see Zoe starting to help Sabrina, having empathy for her. After seeing Sabrina alone and convincing the girls to invite Sabrina to their pajama party, Zoe meets Sabrina in the library. When she invites her to spend the night at Marinette's, they hug each other. Sabrina begins to feel close to Zoe, then she praises her. However, when Sabrina tells her what a great girl she is, Zoe, after being surprised, suddenly looks sad. Although at first it was hard to understand why she reacted this way, the answer was actually shown at the end of the episode. After Zoe washes her hands and exits the restroom, she comes across Ray, who calls her cockroach. When she wants to leave, he starts mocking her, reminding her what she was like back in New York City. He even threatens her about her new friends finding out about her past life while showing a video of her on his phone. Although Zoe tries to delete the video, it doesn't work since you can recover anything digitally. Then, Ray exits the scene by laughing in an evil tone. From Season 4, we already know how back in New York, Zoe was trapped in a role she didn't want to play. Surrounded by toxic friends, and according to the episode Daddy Cop, one of them is Ray, who bullied her into conformity. Zoe had to mask her kind and gentle personality with a fake, mean girl persona. She didn't act that way because she wanted to. It was a survival tactic.
Would you like me to call my stepfather Mayor Bourgeois and let him know how utterly useless you've been? So useless, in fact, that this school would surely run just as well without you.
If she didn't act like them, she feared she'd be rejected, humiliated, or completely alone. And when she moved to Paris, sadly, she didn't immediately drop the act. She arrived carrying the weight of needing approval from her cold and critical mother, Audrey, and her overbearing half-sister, Chloe. So again, she tried to blend in by being what they wanted, a cold, arrogant, bourgeois girl. But this time, something different happened. She met Marinette, our Ladybug, and her friends. And instead of expecting her to be someone she wasn't, they accepted her for who she really was, a kind, creative, and thoughtful girl. Zoe was finally able to act as she wanted, and we saw how beautiful her personality was. However, back to the episode Daddy Cop, if Zoe's past behavior is to be exposed very soon, she might lose her reputation. It's for sure that her friends accepted her with her mistakes, but maybe, as Ray threatened her, she did something very harmful or something that would never be expected from her. If that's the case, Ladybug might rethink giving the Be Miraculous to Zoe again. And here comes Khloe again. I actually don't exactly know how things would evolve, but Zoe facing her past might lead us to see Khloe on the stage once again.
And you, Vesperia, you're only a fake version of Queen Bee. You need to learn to control your anger, Khloe.
3. Her new life. So, we know that Khloe is in London and looks like she's pretty alone. She looks for a minion to help her in daily life. That actually gives us a huge message. She's not really happy there. She wants to return to Paris, where she was surrounded by many people, although only a few were friends with her. The most important detail about her new life is when Vincent mentions that she's living Adrian's life. For sure, Khloe's outward behavior is loud, bratty, and attention-seeking, but if she's now living under strict expectations like Adrian once did, her personality might just be a mask, hiding her own pain. We've always seen Adrian's sadness, but Khloe? She hides it with attitude. Just like Adrian was once trapped in a golden cage, Khloe may now be imprisoned by her own mother's expectations. Living under pressure could break her, or make her realize what she did to others. And this would be something new for her. For most of her life, her mom was away from her, and now she's experiencing the tight schedule she is destined for. Therefore, Khloe might try to find ways to return to Paris and escape from that nightmare. Well, some of them won't like that, but I also have another theory about it. What if Khloe somehow interacts with Luca and they become an official couple? I feel like this is an underrated option that everyone ignores. Luca is kind, patient, empathetic, everything Khloe isn't, but maybe wants to be. Plus, we know her attraction to him in the episode Miracle Queen. She really liked him. If Luca plays a role in her future, even indirectly, his influence could inspire her to change. He sees the best in people, even Marinette and Adrian when they struggled, and Khloe may crave that same validation, not through manipulation this time, but through genuine self-growth. 4. Her being a sentimonster. This is just a theory and hasn't been confirmed yet, but I do feel like Khloe might be a sentimonster. Do you remember the first time the episode Feast aired? We saw people reacting to the reconstruction of the temple thanks to Ladybug's special power. The people who observed the restoration were Gabriel, Natalie, Tomoe, and Audrey? Yeah, do you think that was just a coincidence or an ordinary scene? I don't think so. Now, if Khloe is a sentimonster, there's a high chance that she was created with Audrey's emotions for the most part, because Audrey would never let Andre put something from himself too much, thinking that he is not good enough. And we actually know Audrey. She is distant, perfectionist, narcissistic, and Khloe reflects all of that almost too precisely. If Khloe is in fact a sentimonster created by Audrey, it would explain why her personality seems almost exaggerated, like a warped mirror of her mother's. Because sentimonsters aren't just magical constructs, they reflect the will or the desires of their creator. So if Audrey willed Khloe to be like her, that means Khloe never really had the chance to form her own identity. She's been stuck acting out her mother's expectations on autopilot, just like Adrian was once unknowingly controlled by Gabriel. Ladybug knows now that Adrian is a sentimonster. She's seen what it does to someone. The helplessness, the loss of autonomy, the emotional damage. If she finds out that Khloe is also a sentimonster, everything could change. She might stop seeing her as just a bully or a lost cause, and start seeing her as a victim. And Marinette, who's always been driven by hope and empathy, would never let someone stay trapped in a life that isn't truly theirs. That could lead to a truly unexpected moment. Ladybug freeing Khloe from the influence of Audrey, just like she tried to free Adrian. And once Khloe is free, really free, there might be nothing stopping her from growing into the person she was meant to be. If that happens, if Ladybug is the one to finally believe in Khloe again, handing her the Be Miraculous might not be a mistake anymore. And I'm concluding the video here. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and comment about what you think upon Queen Bee's possible return in Season 6. See you in the next one.